I'm here with Fran Brough, President of Community Conscience. Fran, thank you for being here today.
It's my pleasure to be here.
And thank you for your history of service in the Conejo Valley. You've been involved in the nonprofit sector for about 25 years now.
That's right. That's right.
And just last year, you were awarded the Greater Conejo Valley Chamber of Commerce's Volunteer of the Year Award. Mm-hmm. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And well deserved.
Well, there are a lot of people who do what I do, but I'm glad they selected me.
Tell us a little bit about your path over the last 25 years and the organizations you were involved with and how that led to Community Conscience.
Well, my interest in nonprofits actually started when I went to work for the Conejo Las Virgenes Future Foundation. This is a community think tank, and it was actually founded by Ray Olson, who was president of California Lutheran, I believe it was college at the time.
Right.
Yeah. I was there for 13 years, and it really piqued my interest in being involved in the nonprofit world. The people that I met there were so interesting and so dedicated to helping others and to making the quality of life in this region what it is. So that was my start. And after I retired from the Future Foundation, I actually served as a trustee on their board for 3 years. While I was doing that, June Glassmeyer, who was a long-time member of Community Conscience, asked me if I would be interested in joining their board. And I looked into what they did, and I was really impressed with how they helped the community.
So Community Conscience, let's talk a little bit about how that organization started and the reasons why it was founded in the first place.
Okay. In 1981, a group of local citizens got together and realized that there were significant cuts in funding for human service programs. And they wanted to do something to mitigate that. So they worked together to come up with a concept of having several organizations in one location. And so that those organizations, those human service organizations, could continue to provide the services that are so needed in the community. And
they identified that need, on the head. That exact same challenge exists today. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Funding for nonprofits is really hard.
Right.
There's limited government funding. It's also hard to fundraise, and Community Conscience still fulfills that same mission today.
Absolutely.
So, how many organizations are within the Community Conscience building today?
We have 13 nonprofit organizations in there. Plus, we have the Ventura County Human Services Department is also in our building, and they are the only paying tenant in the building. So all of the other agencies are there rent-free, and as you probably know, rent is probably the largest bill that they have to pay every month. Not having to do that, they can divert that money to provide services for their clients.
What agencies are chosen to be tenants within the building?
Well, they have to provide services free of charge. Their clients cannot be charged to be in that building. We provide services to the homeless, to low income, to people who require transportation to get services. We have counseling in that building. We provide hospice services. Services for developmentally disabled individuals. There's really is no limit.
Right.
All they have to do is show that they meet our criteria of providing services free of charge to their clients. The other thing that we look for is we want them to blend in with the other organizations in there so that they can refer clients back and forth to one another. So that's worked out really well.
And so that's one of the advantages of having it all in the same building, right? It'd be one thing to have an organization that just provides free rent for different organizations, but it's more than that. They're all in the same building.
Right.
And so can you talk about some of the advantages that are a result of that?
Yeah. We, with the last couple of years, as a matter of fact, it was the brainchild of Phyllis Rickett, my predecessor as president, that we should have a meeting of the executive directors or the directors of those various agencies in the building periodically so that they can share their experiences and their knowledge and see how they could help one another. So we started to do that a couple of years ago, and it's been very, very successful. We meet every other month, and we go around the room, and everybody talks about any current programs that they're having or any needs that they have or events that they have. And it really has boosted the synergy in the building. Everybody seems to be working together. We're not just a detached group of organizations. We are really one entity in there.
The need that was identified 30 plus years ago, again, is largely similar to the need that exists today, and I imagine it'll continue to exist in the future. Mm-hmm. What sort of challenges does Community Conscience face in order to continue to provide the services that it does?
Well, we have very big challenges right now. First of all, we just celebrated our 30th anniversary in the Community Conscience in the building, the Human Services Center at 80 East Hillcrest Drive. So, just like with your home or my home, when your home gets to be a certain age, it has some deferred maintenance. Well, we have lots of deferred maintenance. We have a roof that needs to be replaced. We have air conditioners that are hanging by a hair on their lives, and constant maintenance, plumbing and landscaping, and it's just the regular building maintenance that one has in a structure. But in addition to that, all of this deferred maintenance is now coming up. So that's a huge challenge. And also, if there's any natural disasters, we could wipe out our treasury in an instant.
Right. So for anyone watching this video who wanted to help support Community Conscience, what could they do?
Well, naturally, they can donate. They can click on the donate button if they go to our website. They can volunteer to help with some of our events, and just become involved in that way. And basically our biggest need is finances. So, and of course, anybody who can bring skills to our board, we'd love to hear from them as well.
Well, thank you so much again for specifically all the work that you do for Community Conscience, but also everything you've done over the last 25 years.
Well, it's my pleasure, believe me.
So thank you, Fran Brough from Community Conscience. If you want to learn more about Community Conscience and figure out how you can help, you can visit the website at communityconscience.org.